Right, so we have now got season 2 finished of the Fulham Save. Thank you for tuning in for episode 2. This is the team. If you don't know, the episode 1's out. This is me trying to hopefully win the Premier League with just strikers. These are a couple I've got coming in. Nathan Lowe, very cheap, 425k. I think he looks decent. I was looking for ones who had a bit of marking and tackling about him. I could maybe turn into like a fullback or a centre back. Same with Matthias Arezzo coming for 15.5 million. He just looks like, for a centre forward, he looks like he can defend okay. It is going to be very tough. I think we're going to concede too many goals to potentially ever win the league unless I can find a tactic that kind of works for them. There's going to be a lot of chopping and changing in that respect. As you can see, we brought in Strand Larsen. We sold Anthony Robertson. Got no need for him. We're kind of slowly selling off the ones who aren't strikers, just so I don't fall out of the Premier League is one of my concerns. And you'll see we're not performing like fantastically well. But yeah, I wanted a little bit of time to try and bed in some of the strikers, like you can see Kukurevic, who came in there for 10.5 million. He's now plays centre back. Got Shemiti, who come in for 775k. I thought he was worth a risk. Kaladzic coming in. I'm going to turn into a DM. He's coming for 19 million. Beto's coming in. I think I might turn into a centre midfielder. 36.5 million. Rakov, similar thing. He's already there for centre mid because we've been training him there. 12.5 million. And Nelson Viper, who's come in, who looks good. Maybe possibly a right winger for him. His defending really isn't good, but for 4 million, I thought he's worth a punt. These are the players we kind of locked in, without the striker spots. So you can see we're playing strikers in every position. So we've got Muniz at right back, Strand Larsen and Kukurevic at centre back, Vinicius at left back, Kaladzic at DM, Beto and Rakov at centre mid, like I mentioned. And then obviously we can just throw 3 strikers up front. But this tactic kind of works for us and it's doing okay, but we're conceding far too many goals. We've added, so I did take you through this tactic in the first episode, but we've added some instructions to it. So we're now marking like fullbacks in the DM. We've got the false 9 tackling harder. We've got the Mazzalas who are tackle harder, mark tighter, and they're aiming at the far post. So I'm hoping that might help us with our crosses a little bit. We've got tackle harder on our anchor. We've got complete wing backs who are cutting side with the ball, tackle harder, and they're again aiming at that far post. So we want to hit that far pressing forward depending on what side we're on. I don't know why cutting side. I've been playing around with that, but I probably want them further, just bursting up the line. So we'll take that off. We've got Drummer tackle harder on our centre backs, and we've got tackle harder on Leno as our keeper. Obviously, we can go out and buy a keeper. I think I've got a good one coming through the youth system, so I'm not too worried about that, but it might take a while to bed that new keeper in, because I think he's only 15, 16, so it's going to take a little while to get him through. This tactic does work. I think if you had a proper defence and proper midfield, that tactic would work brilliantly for you, by the way, if you want to give that a go. But for me, like I say, we're just conceding too many goals. We've still got quite a few players who can't play striker, but if you have a look from Kukurevic all the way down, that's a lot of players who can. We are training some of the others to play striker in the hope that just to fill out the squad, really, because I was struggling to find players. But the aim is eventually everyone we brought in are strikers or are natural at striker, and they're hopefully the ones who'll take us to the league. We've been playing around with the training schedule as well, so this is what I've settled on at the moment. I wanted to push the kind of set piece routines, push the fitness as well, so hopefully to get our physical attributes up. What I should probably do, thinking out loud now, is probably add some more defending routines into that training. But maybe that'll help. There's going to be tweaks to the training schedule going forward as well. It's a bit of trial and error, hopefully a little bit of fun, hopefully, see how we get on. And please remember to like, subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and if you've got any other suggestions, let me know. I'm tempted to do like a defenders only one. I'm tempted to do one where I try to go from non-league to Premier League without signing anyone, so just using their kind of youth system. That could be absolutely impossible, but we'll see. I shouldn't see Rakov. It's been a very good signing for us. Kalajic. What we've been doing here is we've been adding player traits. So I'm adding ones like look for the pass rather than shoot because we were taking too many long shots, really. I think I tried to add one to Strand Larsen, but he just didn't get going. Kukurevic, I put on like play simple passes because his composure's 9, passing 11, vision 11. It's not great, so I didn't want him being too adventurous and losing the ball at the back. So we've been adding a few little player traits on, see if that helps. I haven't really done a lot of that actually in some of my other saves, so hopefully that'll help. If you've got any suggestions on the best player traits as well, just let me know. We got Carabao Cup there. We got the semi-final, knocked out by Newcastle, knocked out the 5th round by Bristol in the FA Cup, knocked out the quarter-final in the Europa League by Lyon, and we finished 11th in the league, which is a drop-off, but a drop-off with a run in the Carabao Cup and in Europe. Maybe expected a little bit, and it's a team that was still trying to work out a little bit. As you can see, we started the league very badly. We got to about week 9 or 10, we were still 16th in the league. And then we started to push on, so not bad. We've got to be at least mid-table, I think, each season, and then hopefully pushing on from that. I think we had a very good first season, but there's going to be a dip now as we're sort of signing just strikers. We're predicted 15th in the league, so the fact that we got 11th, we are actually overachieving. So I think it kind of shows that this tactic is really good. We're looking at potentially playing a 4-3-3. I've got to admit, I'm sort of messing around with a lot of different tactics, so this one might not last that long. I'll see. I'm going to play around, maybe play a few more games. Like, I'm not just going to fully simulate this one. I'm actually going to play a few games to see if I can spot anything in the match engine of how we're playing to try and improve it. But thank you for making it to the end of this episode, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.